Hello everyone, welcome to this Zenica event. I hope all will be fine with the live. We have some problems, I think. We are on Twitch and YouTube, and if you have any question, if you want to say just hello or anything else, don't hesitate to use the chat. We are looking for this and try to answer to your response. Today we are going to talk about Gitpod and Million.js, and to speak about Million.js, I am not the best to do this, and I have the chance to welcome Tobiloba, core team advocate at Million.js. I think we are on live. Tobiloba, welcome.
Yeah, hello everyone. Don't know if you can see or hear me. Or hello everyone, I'm Gitpod and community engineer here at Million.js. Million. Excited to be here today and talk about Million and see how Gitpod could integrate on Million. Yeah, thank you for having John.
Yes, thank you to you. I just checked the live at the same time. I don't know if you see us correctly, if the sound is good. I have a doubt. We didn't see us, I think. Okay, great. 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 I think it's better. I just look at the chat. If you see us, yes. Okay, Toby, it's okay for you? Sorry for this little problem. At the beginning, we planned to have Pauline for Gitpod with us today, but she has an unexpected event and she can't be there. But no worries, we will introduce in this hour all you have to think to know about Gitpod, Million.js. And we wanted to show you how we can introduce Gitpod in Million.js to help the Million.js contributor to improve the configuration of a new contributor. I see on the project you have the October 1st label on the GitHub directory. It's great, and you will see that Gitpod can help to welcome new contributor. I didn't introduce me. I'm Jean-Philippe, developer at Zenica in France, open source lover, organizer of one community called Human Talk, and I have the chance to integrate the community program of GitLab and Gitpod. So first, Million.js. Toby, can you explain me what Million.js is and what it makes? I'm a backend developer, so I will try to follow, but maybe I don't understand that. No worries, it's not the main of this live.
Of course. So I hope there's no background noise or something.
A little, but I think it's good.
All right, thank you. So Million, in short, it's basically just a how would I put this, like it's a library here to start with. Million is a library that helps make React applications faster. So, and how it does this is that it has a supercharged compiler that you can add to your React front end or Next.js applications in general. React Next applications, you can just install Million in it, have the compiler set up, and then because of these configurations, because of like the base algorithm of how Million works, you get all these like super fast increments in your React applications. You see these optimizations in action in your application, faster ranging. So yeah, sorry for that. I was looking at the sites, it broke for a second. So that's because of we're currently working on our internationalization. So some people are helping with French translations of the website and documentation. So maybe that's why you saw that for this. You can probably go back to the English or something. Yeah, thank you for that, John. I can't hear you for some reason. Was it just me?
Oh, sorry. No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm sorry. I am just find the English version of. I didn't find. Okay.
So if you
But
go to the
we see. I
bottom,
think.
if you go to the
Sorry.
bottom, just scroll to the bottom. You should see a change. Yeah, there's a language thing there. That thing with the globe
All
on
right.
top of 2021 something something.
Oh, this
Yeah,
one.
you can click on that.
Yes, I think.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry for that.
Uh,
Sorry about that.
I didn't know Million before you asking me to make the live, and I have a
Yeah.
little question. I have a little question: is are there any tools or libraries similar to Million.js?
Um. Well, none that I know of because Million in itself is its own. How would I put this? It's like first of its kind. Would I say? There isn't any really that you say. Although Million is based on top of something called Block DOM. It's like a DOM implementation that basically is different from the way the traditional React virtual DOM works because of its different algorithm to making render updates and changes. But yeah, there isn't any library I know of that works like Million. But we could say there are frameworks that maybe try to follow that Million has like tried to like gain to get inspiration from, and some of them are like Solid.js, for example, which is if you know Solid.js, like very fast
Yes.
uh, yeah, alternative front end framework. So yeah, I would say that I don't think there's any because with the way Million works, you generally just install into your applications and you don't have to worry about anything else because it does its own thing. The compiler handles like rendering updates and everything, like rendering like optimizations at one time. So you don't need to worry about yeah, there isn't any of that here.
Okay. And I don't know if how many people use Million.js actually in production.
Oh, there are a couple of people actually. If you go to the showcase page on this website, you see a couple of websites. If you click on the web showcase on the website, you see a couple of companies that we picked out and projects that are going to use Million in production. And yeah, we have like 500,000 installations per week and stuff. But yeah, it's a very big project, over 14,000 stars on GitHub. So a lot of projects use Million in production, and they're actively like still using it, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, great. And a last question, and if you have any question on the chat, don't hesitate to write them. And the last question from me is: recently we have to move this live because there was a big release of Million.js. What's news in this release?
Oh yeah, Million 3 was released February 2nd. Oh, yeah, we're still in February, right? Sorry. Million 3 was released February 2nd. And it was very huge release for us because it brought about so many amazing things like uh, it was the rewrite of like the compiler that we had before for Million to basically like wrote that compiler making Million way more stable. So now with Million 3, our claim is that Million is way more stable now. So we don't need to worry about some limitations that we had in the past. And we have to like document and stuff. So yeah, we also like working currently on Million Links. That one is going to be released I think tomorrow. We're going to be making a release tomorrow for Million Links. And a couple of other things were actually added, like most limitations that we go over from previous versions, and now we are like making bold dream of telling people out there that Million is very stable with the Million 3 version we released, and you can get it to work in your application. And we made the compile and we made the optimizations way more faster as well, so and more accommodating, more robust. Should I put it in one word? So yeah, Million 3 increased optimizations like that Million would have, the optimization effects that Million would have on your applications, and it also had like a complete overhaul of the compiler, documentation updates, and a whole host of other things that we worked on, like the team worked on for Million 3.
Okay, great. I see this page. I give the link for people interested to know more of this. Okay. Do you want to have a little word to finish the presentation of Million.js? Or we can
Why
pass
what?
to Gitpod. It's okay?
What'd you say? What'd you say?
It's okay for Million.js, so I can pass to the Gitpod presentation.
Oh, we can show a demo. If you go back, there's a demo you can check out for Million.
Okay.
Go
Okay.
back to the website.
So I just present in few words the Gitpod part, and after we are Gitpodify Million.js, so we can improve in details how contribute to Million.js. Okay.
Sure.
Gitpod. What is Gitpod? I just sent the link. Gitpod is a CDE for cloud development environment. So the aim is offer you a workspace on the cloud to make some development. So the aim is to avoid to install anything on your computer. There are so many advantages to do this. For example, we can. I only use this example, but my old Mac has 15 years, and I can always develop on projects. So it's very great for the planet, for the green IT aspect. Very important for me to do that. And Gitpod is very easy to use because we can connect a project from GitHub, GitLab, or Bitbucket. I didn't know Bitbucket. I only use Gitpod, GitLab, and GitHub, and it's very simple to create a Gitpod profile. How do this? Just go on gitpod.io. We can connect you. There is a problem on my avatar. I don't know why, but you can connect. You can connect your on Gitpod with your different provider, GitLab and GitHub. We can see you in my screen, my user on GitLab, my user in GitHub, and that's all. If for example, I'm just going to the Million.js directory on GitHub, we can see one button. This button is add on the screen. This add on all project in GitHub and GitLab because I have the extension, the Chrome extension, to use that. How I discover Gitpod? In Gitpod, it's not the same. If you forget this one, in Gitpod you can edit file. You can use the web editor from GitLab, but one day I see the button, just this one, and that's all. In your project, we can see so many things: notification, SSH key, add variables. We can see later, add preferences to use a theme, as we can see in so many tools actually, and different things. From Gitpod, we can see always stay in my navigator. I use Chrome, but Firefox is okay, and Safari okay, and anything else is okay. And we just opened a new editor. We can use VS Code, IntelliJ, but it's not the same. So CD is for the cloud. You can use your browser to open a VS Code instance on your navigator. It's very great. But if you want to use a local header, it's possible. I am a backend developer. I use IntelliJ and I use so many shortcuts. And when I develop Java in VS Code, I lost all my shortcuts. JetBrains launches the JetBrains gateway. I think I can find the link quickly. It's a tool you can install in your computer and connect to a different CDE. You can find Gitpod, but I think there is other CDE. I think, yes, we have a screen, great. We can connect to Cloud Workstation, Amazon Code Catalyst, GitHub Code Spaces if you want, Gitpod Spaces, and you can see you have Gitpod. So it's very great to use. I use everyday Gitpod for open source project, for personal project, for Zenica project in GitHub. So let's go. Today we are going to Gitpodify the project, the Million.js project. I just fork the project and we can see the open button. Okay, let's go. We are creating a new workspace in Gitpod. This can take so many time because we are in a Docker context and Gitpod is downloading the image, preparing the environment in Kubernetes.
Yeah, okay.
And quickly we can see, yes, you have a question, Toby?
No, I'm just
Okay.
nothing like that. Yeah.
No. We can see quickly a VS Code instance. We can see the code. We can see all the extension I have to install. And we can see so many things are doing in the terminal. So actually I can check my configuration, my Git configuration, and quickly we can see one file added by Gitpod automatically is the first time. So Gitpod detects the project, detects the language used in the project, and try to configure for you the project. And we can see one item, right? For the exercise, we start from 0 and we try to explain you all the activity possible in this file. So the first things to do is configure an image. We are on a Docker context, so we can choose to use one image. Gitpod work and create so many Docker image to help you to use it. This one is a bigger image available, and it contains so many tools like npm, maven, so many. To beginning, we are going to take this one, but if you want, we can use your custom image. If you want, a real custom image, not this one. And so many projects, I think the syntax is this one. We can configure the project. If we have a Docker file, we can just make how we want, anything else. And when you open a project, Gitpod detects the file, builds the image, and run for your context. So it's very important, very great. I can give you the link later, but Gitpod, we have so many images. If you want, you can contribute to Gitpod and create your own image. For example, I create a Docker image for Quarkus, and it's very grateful to work on the Quarkus project. So with this, we can do so many things. For example, we are creating tasks. One task, it's a name. I just write quickly something, and we have so many options. We can use init. We can choose command, and I think we can use another is before. This one is to execute some action before the creation of your workspace. Like a big installation, I don't know, I didn't use the before task, but we can use init. Init is very great to, for example, check your configuration. For example, you can check which version of Node we have, npm, and for example, Million.js is use npm. We can, for example, just use this command. And this command is very great to be in the init task. It's a recommendation. And after we can do even I lost you. If you are to...
Yeah,
Okay.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. And we can have another command that we that allows to make so many things. For example, you can start your server. We'll see. I just up this link.
Hello,
Okay,
John.
so, yes.
I sent you a message. Can you check private chat?
Oh. Okay. Okay. No worries.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yes. I send you the pair after.
Okay. Thank you. So sorry.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. Let me like leave a word before I go. So hello everyone. Thank you very much for having me here on the Zenica podcast. Sorry, an emergency came up and it's something that had to do with like family member. So I just got a call now. So I had to leave. And I'm very sorry about this. Yeah,
No
thank
worries.
you very much.
Have a good day.
Yeah. Subscribe to Zenica and and follow John on Twitter and use Gitpod. Start Million on Gitpod. Thank you very much.
Thanks. Have a good day. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
So we can continue through. So Million.js, as you say, I didn't know. And the first thing to do is to take the README up. I always. And I'm just searching how to contribute to the project. So you can see we can see the description of the framework, etc., and we can see how to contribute to the project up in this file. Great. So in this project we can see 3 directories about package, about test, about website. You can see here, and we can see so many commands for each package. This one for test, this for website. So in Gitpod we can choose to configure many tasks in parallel. For example, if we want to test, I just have my notes. If you want to open the test director, we just make this one, and you can see on the contributing file the 3 commands here. We can go to the test directory when the install, when the test, and if you want to make the same for website directory, I just copy but not whole. Okay, oops. We have to do this 4 commands. Go to the website directory, run the npm install, and run the rundev command. I didn't see and I can't show you this line because we have, and Toby says me yesterday, you have to create an account on LiveBlock, and so for the test I didn't create this one, but you just have to get a .env file, add the API key, and just have the API key. So in Gitpod we can just run echo, define the variables and containing your key, and set this in the .env file. So my key is not the directory, it's better for the security, so you can use variables. On my Gitpod profile I can use and I can add my key here. I can show you because there is a false value, of course, but you can define how many token, how many key for all your project and set a scope for your project. So for this is my scope. But the aim is to offer you the possibility to, if you want to use Gitpod and Million.js, you can configure your path and you can set your key. And when you open the Gitpod, the project with Gitpod, you will have your key. Good. The website, when you run the pnpm command, we can have your server open. We don't see this screen, but you can have this one in the port 3. So Gitpod offers the possibility to use the port, define one port. Here is 3000. Offers the possibility to define, to set visibility. So for me, it's public. I want to see the website build on the website, and I think it's okay. So if you haven't this part of the file, you will have a notification on Gitpod to open and to create this automatically in your file. So I know the command, I prefer to write them. Great. So if you want to test this configuration, we have different possibilities. You can close your file, you can close your project, and restart your workspace. Okay, great. But now you can use another thing. Is the gp command. It's a clear for Gitpod, and as you can see, you can take so many actions. For example, we can write the gp info to see the workspace ID, to see how many things, the project. Okay, right. You can see the port too if you want. Up, list. Okay. Donc this part is private. This part is public but not configured and not available actually. But we can see later. So my configuration here, we can just execute the validate command. And the aim of this command is to take your configuration and create a new workspace for you. Here we can see all these steps. So actually Gitpod is finding my image. Close the file, but this image is very heavy, so we can see it takes so many time. During the time I'll show you the workspace. In the workspace page, we can see all my workspace actually opened. We can see the change. You can see I have only 2 files. I can delete the Docker file. Okay. So many people ask me. I use so many shortcuts. I think you too. And in Chrome, when you take a Command W, it's close my windows. So we can think I lost my modification. But on the screen, we can use your workspace always open. In the free version of Gitpod, your workspace are opened during 1 hour, I think, and you can use the open project to restart your project. It's very important. So, for example, I just commit the file to see you. Allez, come on. Okay, my workspace is this one. No. I can delete my workspace here. Okay, no worry, I will find. It's not plain to restart my workspace. I just give you the solution of my Gitpod file configuration. Something is wrong, and I will correct it. Actually, the 4 tasks I write in my Gitpod file are executed at the same time. But, well, I think I can have. This one is to configure node modules globally at the project. We have this command has been finished to execute this one. So we can synchronize task with the gp sync DOM command. I give you a name, for example, this one. And after you can just say wait. For example, if I want this task as executed after this one, I can just reuse the gp sync await and give the name. It's very great because we can order your command in a file. We can see my task here. In the project, this one, everything is okay. Test director. We have a problem. This problem is linked to this, so it's fixed now, and the website too. Okay. I run the website. We can see we have a localhost 3.0 port is opened. My port we can see here. It's green, it's better, but only for Million.js this doesn't work. We have to configure live block. Okay. So for the demo, it's just I can only do this. But for Million.js, we can have this file. This file is very a good start, I think. I propose to Toby this configuration, and we can say that Million.js is Gitpodify. Okay, great. But if you have not the extension installed on your computer, we didn't see this button, so you can have the information that Million.js is Gitpodify. So we have to we used to add one badge on the repository to say you can use Gitpod. Okay. For example, here in the documentation, we can see previous site, here. To avoid to make this one, all this information, it's not very complicated, okay, I'm sure. But using Gitpod is avoiding to read this one, and you can just have this. For the Oktoberfest is a good point to have this button open. And only click on this button, open a new workspace for Million.js, and everything you have to do, the version of Node or anything, every languages or tool you have to do is already installed for you, so you win your time. For example, I have the experience, I wanted to contribute to the not Rust, but Ruby project. I didn't know Ruby. I just want to fix a template for the website, I think, I remember. And I don't want to install Ruby, so it's very great to use Gitpod to avoid this. I just commit. Fix the configuration and add a Gitpod badge. All right. I didn't see the chat. I don't know if you have any question in the chat. Don't hesitate to ask me in English and French. No worries. No question, okay. It's not plain to believe me. Actually, in 30 minutes, we have present Million.js, Gitpod, Gitpodify the Million.js. I just need to create the PR. Suggest to Tommy to approve it, and if you are interested by contributing at Million.js, you have the Gitpod button available, and you can just click on this and read very quickly the the contributing file. Alors, one question. A latency problem with Gitpod? No. If you are in my house, I have not a very good network, so I use my 4G. Okay, 4G, my 4G of my phone. And for example, I create a project in GitLab to only use a terminal in Gitpod. It's possible. And the aim of this project is just to provide, to enjoy the no latency with Gitpod. Sometimes when you open a project, you can see a little latency you have not on your local, but it's an advantage to use the cloud. On my laptop, I didn't install each Maven version, for example. I didn't install Node, everything the same. So I win my time to not install my computer, but sometimes I lost a few time opening project. So I prefer lose my time when I open my project. I can see my mail, I can see other things very quickly. But I think it's not a problem. Pierre, for open source project, can the Gitpod page create a fork and open the workspace on that fork? No. The badge, it's just a button. I don't know if we can see the code of this button. Yes. It's just a ZG link to the repository. So here we are on my fork. I configure the badge for open the main project. That's all. I think it's not possible. I just have to check. Sorry. So sometimes we can see some PR or email containing here the URL of the fork. So we have to see the link. Vincent, is the free plan good enough? Yes. Where I can find this? Yes. Actually, the free version is great to use 50 hours by month for free. It's for open source project. It's enough, I think. Now I don't know how many time we can use this this offer. There is another version for open source project. If you are a maintainer of open source project, you can ask to Gitpod to give you more time, and I think is 5 more. I think. So yes, it's enough to make open source project. And I didn't tell you can. You have two versions. You can choose to use a standard machine. I don't know the performance, but we can see. I just open my workspace to check this one. And we have the possibility to open a workspace with bigger machine. And this have an impact of your time, and this reduced by 2, I think. The time, just check. This one, no. Yes, okay, I didn't this one. Actually, I use the standard version, 4 cores, 8 GB RAM. So for beginning, it's very enough, I think. With JetBrains Gateway, everything is run remotely like an Excel. Or I use JetBrains Gateway few times because the SSH connection is not very good with my 4G, and I have so many interruptions. So I let JetBrains. Sorry, but Gateway is free, so the limitation of your pricing is only for Gitpod. I didn't check the indexing of a project. It's a good question. I plan to get the more network the next week, so I can try another time in JetBrains Gateway. Do you have any question for this? No? Okay. Thank you very much for coming here. Sorry for not have Tolly until the end. If you have any question about Gitpod, you can ask me. About Million.js, it's better to ask to Toby. And have a good day. I think it's the word of the end. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye.